although someone may have experienced physical abuse or any other kind of abuse when they were younger, now that they are an adult, they might not remember anything about what took place during the early years and what this will show. So the reason that their mind has forgotten that it has forgotten is because what took place would have been so painful to survive and to handle what took place. Their mind would have had to disconnect from what took place to block it out. And so their attention would have been brought out of their body and would have gone into their mind. So they would have ended up living and now live on the surface of themselves. And so it won't be possible for them to operate as a whole human being, and so as an adult. Through blocking out what took place, they may find that it is hard for them to connect to their feelings and their needs. And this is because these aspects will be found in their body. And although they might not be able to remember any of what took place, they will be aware of the effects of what happened. And this is, of course, if they were to step back, because how they experience life could now be what is normal. So there can be the thoughts they have, the feelings, along with how they behave. And these will come from what took place. So although what took place will have been blocked out by their mind, what is taking place in their unconscious mind or their body will still seep into their conscious mind. And when it comes down to their thoughts and their feelings can be seen as coming from their emotional body, and the thoughts that they have can be seen as coming from their mental body. And this is because there would have been the emotional effect of what took place, and there would have been the effect of what took place on their mind, on their mental body. And their mind is a meaning-making machine. So as a result of what took place, their mind would have created meaning around what happened. And as they were egocentric at this stage of their life, they would have taken everything personally. So there wouldn't have been that there was something wrong with their caregivers and that they were in a bad way. And most likely they were also abused as children. And so it would have been generational abuse. And this is usually what takes place when the abuse is not resolved. So what happened is repressed, and then it ends up being acted out on the next generation, unconsciously, of course. And this can be seen as a form of indirect revenge. So as I was saying, because they are egocentric, they would have taken what took place personally. And so through taking it personally, it would have led to them believing or coming to the conclusion there was something inherently wrong with them. So when it comes down to the beliefs that someone may have formed if they were physically abused as a child, and of course this would have been a time when they were completely terrified. So instead of feeling safe and secure and being able to grow and develop, their energy would have been focused on their own survival, and their point of focus wouldn't have been divided between their inner world and external world. It would have been focused purely on what was going on externally, because due to how dangerous their environment was, they would have tried to adjust and to adapt their behavior so they could try to control what was going on. But of course, what was going on was out of their control. But through believing that they had control, it would have made it easier for them to handle what was going on. So I have a number of items here. And the first one I've got is that someone can believe that they are worthless. They can believe that they are bad. They can believe that they don't deserve, to exist. They can believe that they deserve to be treated badly. They can believe that the world isn't safe. They can believe that it isn't safe to get close to others. That it isn't safe for them to express themselves. That they have to hide who they are. That they have to hide their feelings. That it isn't safe for them to assert themselves. And that it isn't safe for them to say no. These are, of course, just a few of the beliefs that someone can have. And as the mind works in absolutes, what they believe will be seen as a truth, not just something that they believe. And of course, what we believe has an effect on our reality. It defines what we see and what we can attract. So through having these beliefs, someone can keep the past alive. So in order for their life to change and for them to see life differently, it will be essential for them to question what they believe and to work through their inner wounds. And to do this, someone may need to reach out for external support, for the assistance of a therapist or a healer. So if you can relate to this, please reach out and don't suffer in silence. Because what you went through wasn't your fault. You didn't deserve to be treated badly. And you deserve to be here and to live a good life. So please reach out if you're not in a good way.